Hello, Erika.
He's not rolling, it's digital. He's not rolling, he's lying. Nothing is rolling nowadays.
Yeah.
No tape rolls.
I got the digits. No, it's tape.
It's tape?
It's
Okay,
really
it's
tape.
rolling. Okay, we're rolling.
Okay.
I think it's the biggest privilege to speak languages, to go into countries, foreign countries, look at the people and be able to say, hi, what do you do? Can you make me a coffee? Oh, what a great coffee. It's entering their world, not only with the words, but emotionally. As soon as you speak the lingua of anything, even if it's Quechua in South America, I wanted to learn Quechua. I spoke very poorly, but just those two, three things, you enter a whole, it's like opening an emotional door, because people speak different to you. If you try to come, hola, me haces un café, por favor, even if it's a strange language, it's so much different than just coming and playing the dumb American tourist. Hi, Ma, give me a coffee. You block people if you don't try to enter their word with their words, with their poetry. I believe strongly in trying to speak the language you live in and trying to speak the language you visit, even if it's bad, try.
Mm-hmm.
It's I had to make up a fantasy folklore. I have a song, I picked that up in Namibia with a little Walkman, going through the market, just picking up words. The people, maybe I'm saying buy this banana. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just love to pick up languages and then put them into my music, mix them into my music. And I know now, I've been touring for 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
In these 24 years, in every country we've been, also these routes of communications, they're masters in that. In every country, they go to Sudan, they come back, and they have a Sudan groove. Everywhere we go, we take a little bit of spices and put it into our world. It's nothing new. Everybody who travels does that. Even you take a T-shirt from Lisbon and you take shoes from Guatemala, and not only the shoes and the T-shirt, but also the memories you take and the people you meet. And if you put that into music, you can be so rich.
Mm-hmm.
Ear person, if you are an audio person, which I strongly am, you always, constantly integrate the sound of the place you're in. And it's only natural that it pisses into your work, that it pisses into your music, into the way you speak to the audience. It's not something I said to myself when I was 19, I'm going to go in every country and I'm going to take a little bit of every country and then I'm going to make my soup.
Mm-hmm,
it's something that happens so naturally and without, I like to say without thinking, of course we think, but sometimes you don't even notice. You sing a song and you feel like, oops, where did that come from? Oh yes, we were in Tunisia 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's where we had this idea. Even the musicians, they come up with a little instrument and I see, okay, he brought that from Slovakia. We pick up little things everywhere and we dare to integrate it. I think every musician does that more or less. I don't know about AC/DC. When they travel the world, if they come home, if their music changes. It's not that intellectual. I see a baby crying, and I look into the baby's mouth, and I see... And you see how the tongue is moving, how the back of the mouth is moving. And right away, as a singer, you want to try, how does she do it? How does this baby do it? This baby's been crying for 2 hours. Why is she not... sore? Because she as a singer, you always want to know, how do people yodel? How do they how does she move her tongues? Or in a Portuguese, quando hablan assim, where do they get those sounds? Where do they get that? How do the people in Africa go with hola? You're constantly looking on people's lips and tongues, and it's our instrument. I mean, Meredith is a master in this, a masteress. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if I see Meredith or Carla Bley, if I see these women who are almost 70 years old now, it feels good to see that those girls have been doing this work too, and we younger ones come and want to contribute our little thing to it. Mm-hmm. I love watching older and more traveled women. I love to watch them work. I mean, you've picked two beautiful women here, Meredith and Miranda. That's why they say lingua, una lingua. A lot of it, why do Americans, all the Americans speak like this? They have their tongue way back there, all the way back there. Oh, wow, what a wonderful thing. Und die Deutschen, die sprechen ganz anders, die haben die Zunge ganz anders hinten, ganz anders verkrümmt da hinten mit dem R. It's in the tongue, a lot is in the tongue. And if you learn as a little girl to move your tongue this way, it's hard. Un alemán que habla, prova de parlare, po hablare in un español habla así. ¿Por qué todos los alemanes hablan así? Why do all German have this strange accent? Because their tongue is used to being placed this or that way. Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot in the tongue, so I understand these girls wanting to find out, how do you do it? Let me see. It's a science. It's the greatest instrument of all. A Fluch und a Sacke, we say in German. It's a blessing and it's a curse. Because Jamaluddin Takuma was playing last night. We have a Hendrix project, me and Jamaluddin. Yeah. There I sing pure Jimi Hendrix stuff, and it's rock and roll, and it's loud, and it's Hendrix. Mm-hmm. And another group, I have yodels, so I do American yodels, Swiss yodels, African yodels. In another group, like here, Roots of Communication, I have this fantasy folklore. Well, yes, with the young gods, it's Woodstock.
What do you do with the young
gods? We synchronize movies. We synchronize Woodstock. Can you imagine that? Mm-hmm. So you have Joe Cocker, Joan Baez, you have these people on screen, and we synchronize them. So we sample things from the original Woodstock and do our own thing with it. So it's a blessing to be able to jump in all these different jazz and yodel and rock worlds. But it's also a curse. If you, Erika Stucky, what does she do? She does everything. It's horrible. Yeah. You can't say, oh, that's the yodeler. Mm-hmm. You have to say, oh, that's the one, the yodeler, rock, blah, 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 blah. And when I was 20, it was horrible because people didn't know where to put me in the record stand. Mm-hmm. Where are we going to put her? Jazz? No, let's put her to rock. And now I'm 40, now I say, who cares? I'm just the girl who does everything. That's fine. Turn on the radio and you hear a song and it goes, wow, Roxanne, 20 years ago. And then you hear it again and again and again. And after 15 years, you say, I got to sing that song. That song has something so magical. Why? What is so special about this song? And I try to figure out with one trombone, one tuba, and a voice, where are the guts, the tripas of Roxanne? What makes this song so, what makes this song? And you find out it's the bass line, doo-doom, doom, doo-doom, doo-doom. It's the Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. What a beautiful melody. How does it... I love those little games, trying to find out what is the tripas. Can you say tripas? I know. A song. Where's the beef? Mm-hmm. And it's as simple as that, the answer. You hear a song 15 times, the 16th time on the radio, you say, oh, I got to sing that song. You fall in love with the melody and you want to know more about this person.